Good afternoon, world. This is Ivan Amara. Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made yesterday. I talked about Sky Source, Xanus, all that stuff. Just got back from my shift at Dinty's. Today was pretty busy. At Coco 40. At Dinty's, I mean. I work again tomorrow. And then I don't know if I work Thursday at Coco 40. I might ask the boss to give me Thursday off, or I'll work Thursday. I don't know. I might ask to get Thursday off, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made yesterday. I talked about Sky Source, Xanus. My last Xanus book is the best fantasy novel ever written. You guys will see what I mean when you read it. You guys already read a bit of it. I guarantee you a lot of you guys read my book when I showed you my book on my phone. You guys probably paused and read the prologue, the beginning of the prologue, the beginning of volume 2, the beginning of volume 3. It looks sick. Yeah, it's a sick book, man. Baron Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. It's an amazing book. And that book is the last hope for me to be king. And BJ queen with me. It's the only hope I have. But there is hope because I have the keys to the kingdom. I don't have to sell the gatekeepers. I can open my own door, which means I don't have to sell to the gates. I can open my own door. I don't have to sell to the gates. And so what? And that's financial control and billions for me and VJ, obviously. We don't have to sell to the gates. Yeah. Well, VJ sold to the gates because she's fucking stupid. Hence why she cries to me, because she wants me to get out of Hollywood. Because the gates duped her and they locked all the doors on her. VJ's keys are 100% useless because she's stupid. Oh my god, she's stupid. She sold to the gates in Hollywood. They'll let her make her a little bit of money, but they're never going to let her be worth her billions, right? Because they have an envy towards her. They don't like her. They envy the fact that we're God. We're the true heirs and we create the universe, whereas they didn't. They may be the god of the money system in the world, but they're not the gods of the universe who create the universe. We're bigger than them, hence why they envy that, because we're the true gods, the true heirs from space, right? In the sky. We can make our easy money because we're God and we have the keys to the kingdom. That's why the gates locked the doors on both me and VJ. That's why me and her came with the keys. That way the gates don't dupe us. Because the gates are very powerful families. Yeah. But I'm very powerful because I have the keys to the kingdom, man. I can open my door so easily. I'll put my book on YouTube. Within like 3 minutes, the whole world knows. They know the site. They know where to purchase the book because you guys are connected to my mind. I have the keys to the kingdom. I can open my door so easily. The gates know. Ivan has the keys to the kingdom. He can make his easy billions. The whole English-speaking world will buy his book. He doesn't have to sell to us. Yeah. Let's drop him up. I'd rather wait a while than have to do that. I'm not fucking sharing with the world and selling out. No way. I'm not just do that, man. No way, man. I don't want to share with a garbage wife, I'm sorry. I have to destroy my life and steal my money. No way, man. That money belongs to me, VJ. It doesn't belong to you. It's zero. The money off the books for me, VJ. It's not for you. You're not touching a dime off my money, man. Not after what you put me through in my life, man. No fucking way, man. After doing all that evil to me, man. Sabotaging my stats, having me stressed up, paying that off. Taking my money even when I'm poor because you don't like me. Keeping me poor for 40 years, causing that mess in my life. Yelling at me, telling I'm a failure in life when you lock the doors on me. Telling me to go to school. I go to school. They sabotage my marks. Putting me in the hospital, deleting my book file, having me rewrite it. Having the cops arrest me and everything and throwing me in the hospital. And hiding your wallet. There's no way, knowing that you're the gatekeeper, You have all that money in your bank. I'm gonna let you control my book. No way, man. That money's for me. VG. It's not for you. Zero. I know you want a piece of my money. You're not touching a piece of my money, man. You have your money, your trillions that you make every year around the world, the billions off the book. I don't know, the 15 billion, 20 billion, whatever it is, 15 billion off the book is for me, VG. It's not for you. You're just a greedy pig, man. Yeah, I want to control that $50 billion in your book. I'm like, no, that money's for me, VJ. You're not touching a dime of my money, man. This is my money. It's not yours. I own the Xanus IP. It's my money. It's not yours. Zero. You're not touching a dime of my book, man. It's for me, VJ. It's not for you. Sarah? Yeah. You duped her. I'm not going to let you dupe me, man. No way. The Gates dupe my wife. I know if I sell, they're going to dupe me too. I sell out. 10 years go by, I'm only worth maybe my $50 million. $60 million. I'm like, holy shit, the Gates duped me. Yeah, I'm sharing with a garbage wife. Our life's destroyed. I'm in the Hollywood system. You guys are safe. You get your full cake. Me and VJ have to share with the world. And what? And the Gates are stealing all my money and giving me the peanuts. Yeah. Yeah. Me and VJ wouldn't even be A actors if I saw it in Hollywood. We do movies together. We're probably small independent movies. We get paid little money for it because the Gates don't want me being rich, man. Yeah, if we have Ivan be an A actor, he'll become a billionaire. I don't want to be a billionaire. Let's have him do like movies for maybe pay him and VG like $1 million, $2 million. They dupe me, man. They steal my money, man. No way. I have the keys. I want to sell to you, man. That money off the books are me. It's not for you. You're just a greedy pig, man. You're a greedy psychopath, man. Yeah, man. Can't stand the fact of me and VJ being billionaires. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm envious. I can't stand the fact of you being multi-billionaires. Well, I'm sorry, man. I'm fucking envious. I don't want you being that rich. Controlling your own money and then being king and then getting VJ all fresh to yourself. I want you to get a garbage, trashy wife and you share with everyone and we just show your life. Yeah, crazy people. Yeah, man. They don't want me getting the glowing beauty and getting VJ fresh and getting the full grown beard and all that stuff and stay young forever. Getting all those nice perks. That's why they want me to sell. Because they know if I sell, I don't get those perks. For me and VJ's relationship to work, we both have to be fresh. VJ has to see the life and the relationship to work. Otherwise, it won't work. We won't really connect. Yeah. That's why I put the rule, don't fucking touch my wife, man. And you touched her anyways, and now she's crying every night because you touched her. There's a reason why I put the rule, don't touch her. She sees the light. If she sees hell, she's going to be crying to me every night. And yeah, and I have to save her. That's why he said he has to pay for that, because he knew if you touched her, Ivan has to save his wife. You guys are wicked people. Yeah, man. Yeah. I get stressed out. Yeah, I have to pay off $1,300 to Welfare Quebec. I didn't get my tax money this year. Bullshit. Bullshit happened, obviously. And I know more bullshit's gonna happen. Yeah, I just know. Watch, Ivan. I know I saved like $3,000 this year. I have enough money to get my book proofread. Once it's proofread, and I design my cover, guaranteed more bullshit will happen. They might charge me rent. They might say, Ivan, you have to pay rent now. They might say they're selling the house. But when I get my book proofread and I design my cover, when they tell me to sell the house, I'm going to let the families know, yeah, I wrote my book. I edited it. I designed my cover. I want to get this thing self-published. They're like, fuck, man. And they might try to find a way to delay it because they don't want me being king, man. They're crazy people. You know. Yeah. That's why VJ Christy Wyman. Because she knows she got duped by the gate. She wants to be with me. She loves me. You know what I'm saying? I'm her baby. She wants to be with me, and she wants to see the light. At the same time, she knows the situation. The Protectors of One game is very serious. It's very serious. The world doesn't want to be with her, man. It's crazy. They don't want me and her being king and queen. Yeah, I don't want Ivan to be with VJ, and I don't want them being king and queen. That's what the whole game's about, yeah. Protectors of One, right? Yeah. Ivan and VJ, we don't want them being together, and we don't want them being king and queen. That's what the whole game's about. That's why the gates caused that mess in my life. To make me pay, because they envy my relationship, and they also envy my wealth. Hence why they locked everything on me. Everything around the world, they locked on me. Only thing I can do is minimum wage. Yeah. Work my ass off for peanuts, man. You know how much work dishwashing is? Dishwashing is a lot of work. And I work so hard, and I get peanuts for it, man. I make like my $600, I go for my $300, $350, yeah, Dinties. I make peanuts for it. But I have no choice. I have to work. If I don't work, I'll be completely broke. I have no money. That's why I have no choice but to work these shitty jobs. But at least it's enough money for me to save money to pay off the government, the tax, and get my book proof, obviously. Yeah. 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 So VJ knows it's like it feels hopeless. Yeah, she knows it feels hopeless. When I had that argument with my younger brother 2 years ago, he said I was crazy. Like VJ can sue you, Ivan. You're saying she's your wife. You're saying you're married to a celebrity. You're saying you're God. You're crazy, Ivan. You should go to a mental institution. When he knew what I was saying was the truth, and that's why I knew, yeah, the situation's the families are so wicked. When they even act like I'm not God, they act like these are my wife. The whole thing is set up where they make Ivan look like a crazy person. Ivan watches himself, even though you all watch my videos, because you lock the doors on me. The whole thing is set up to make Ivan look like a crazy person. That's why now when they yell at me, I just ignore them. I don't waste my time yelling at them. There's no point in yelling at them. If you yell at them, they're gonna yell back at you, and they can threaten to have the cops come and everything. Just ignore them, Ivan. Whenever they yell and everything, just ignore them. I wash my hands, and there's no hope for them. So I'm sorry. I wrote my book. I own the rights to this. This is my money. It's not yours. I'm not selling to you. And once I pay this fee, I'm gonna kill you with kindness. I'm gonna take my wife and take my money. I'm peacing out. I'm gonna live my amazing life forever in this world, and you're left behind. You're not saved. There you go. So I'm sorry. Yeah. That's why VJ cries. Because she knows the situation's hopeless. You know, even if you pay off the government tax and you save maybe $2,000 and you get your book proof, like somebody tells me more bullshit is gonna happen, yeah, chances are something more bullshit will happen. Or by I don't know, I get the surprise you, Ivan was selling a house. In like next year we'll sell the house. When we sell the house, you're on your own, Ivan. Hence why I gotta get this book proof as quick as possible, because I know they're gonna sell the house soon. And if they sell the house and they kick me out, I'll be homeless. No, I'll find a family to live with. I'll find a family in the neighborhood to live with. Obviously, they might charge you maybe $400 a month rent. That's cheaper than I can't get my own apartment. I have bad credit. To get an apartment, they do a credit check. My credit is horrible. I have bad credit, as I don't qualify for an apartment. I can live with a family in the basement or something like that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. I wrote the book. Because, yeah, even though Ivan finished his book, he wrote his book, obviously. He's a kingdom. He owns the rights to Zane's book. He has to get edited and design his cover. But because the families don't want Ivan being with me and they don't want us being king and queen, they might do whatever they can to delay it and have more bullshit happen. Yeah, man. They're crazy people. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah, man. Yeah, they're crazy people, Ivan. They don't want you being king, man. Yeah. They don't mind me VJ being multi-millionaires, but they don't want us being multi-billionaires. Whereby I make like $15 billion off my book. Me and VJ make like our $18 billion off the movie merchant game. They don't want us having that kind of money, man. And that kind of power. They want us to be under them and we make our millions, but they won't let us be billionaires. The Gates are never gonna let you be billionaires, Ivan. It's not gonna happen. They're envious. They're never gonna, even when you sell to them, they're not gonna let you be a billionaire. They have an envy, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Ivan, what's the proof? VJ. VJ sold up to the Hollywood system. She has the keys to the game like me. She's only worth $12 million. Which means the Gates lock the doors on her because VJ has the keys to the kingdom. Which means every time she promotes her movies and her singles, the whole world know about it. And yet she's only worth $12 million because the Gates lock the doors on her. They won't even let her be worth $100 million. And me, when I'm poor, and I make $900 every 2 weeks, the gatekeepers also take my money too. Even when I'm poor. Like, even when I'm poor, they want to take my money. Because they're crazy people. Hence why God has to give the keys out. And that way the families don't dupe you. Because they're consumed, they're heavy, they're rapid people. Sometimes there's no hope for them. Yeah. In the Bible, Jesus says that Satan, the thief, comes to steal, kill, and destroy. I have come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Yeah. Obviously, all the Hollywood actors who work for me, and the crewmen and all, and my 7 team, obviously they're all going to be living the rich life, the rich, happy, abundant life. And in the Bible, Jesus says in the Bible, when the Son sets you free, you shall be free indeed. All the Hollywood actors who work for me, I get them out of the Hollywood system. I pay them more than what they make in Hollywood. And they get their freedom with me. Yeah. So, Sarah? Yeah. Because I'm a good man. I'm not dirty like the Gates, man. I'm not into that dirt stuff, man. I'm a good... even when I'm king, even when me and VJ are king, we're not going to let our power and our wealth corrupt us. We're going to be good people. He's like, yeah, Ivan, we don't want to be dirty businessmen. We have our freedom. All the Hollywood actors who work for us get their freedom too. Yeah. All the Hollywood actors and crewmen who work for me get their freedom. The directors get their freedom with me, and I pay them more than what they make in Hollywood. And they get to experience the glory, success, and fame with me and VJ for the movie. I'm talking to Hollywood actors. After the movie, you can bail all you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to resign you. You're not good for my next movie. Sarah? Maybe I should resign John Boyega for all my movies. I'm joking, John. I'm not gonna resign your movies. You're gonna go back to Hollywood. That might you deserve some center. Oh, if you really meant no, John, I'm not gonna resign you. After the Xanus, you're gonna go back to Hollywood left behind. They're all gonna beg, man. I'm saying. They're all gonna beg. John Ego will beg. Yvonne Joe, they're all gonna beg, man. Oh, even VJ, please. I might see tears rolling down their eyes. I'm like, holy shit, man. This is serious shit, man. They're crying. Oh, even VJ, please, man. I want to be safe. I don't want to be left behind. I don't want to go back to Hollywood Ivan because they had a blast, man. The world tour. I paid. They made their $1 million for the world tour. They were part of all the parties in the world tour and the crazy fans. I paid them more money than what they made for Hollywood. They were part of that $2 million budget movie, that amazing story, the perks of the company, the buzz, all the whole world tour, their social media, the trends. They had a blast with me, VJ. That's why they're all gonna beg those Xanus stars, man. It's crazy. He's like, no, we're not resigning you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna beg me to resign them. He's like, no, guys, we're not resigning. You're not here for the next movie. Ivan, it's not fair, man. Like, you pay us a lot of money. We get to experience, like, Glory Says of Fame with you. And after that, you just ditch us and we go back to the halls and be left behind. And you experience, like, Glory Says of Fame for the Great Escape with Canaries. I'm like, yes. My career, I'm looking out for my own career, guys. You were in my Xanus movie. You're not going to be in my Great Escape movie. Some Sarah? Yeah. I'm gonna go make a coffee, guys. In a sec. I'm gonna find something to eat upstairs. I'm fucking hungry. I didn't eat all day. I had my dentist food, but I didn't eat all day, right? Fucking hungry, yeah. I'm gonna start going on the treadmill again. Be serious. Eat food at home. Stop eating junk food. I've been eating junk food a lot the past 2 weeks. I have to go back to. I'm probably back in 275. I gained probably like 5 pounds back. I'm eating junk food. Yeah. I haven't won a treadmill in like a month, man. Yeah, man. You know, Ivan, that scene in Volume 3, when Takism leave to the mountains in the west, the Gilead Mountains, obviously, I read some of that. Eritad and thousands of pack arrived to Saface. Yeah, you have something called the landmarkings. That's why Takism had to exit the city. Because Eritad, you have something called landmarks. I won't spoil story for you. So it's kind of like Helm's Deep. Yeah, you have something kind of like Helm's Deep in my book, yeah. Yeah, something like Helm's Deep, yeah. You got something like Moses too. The Exodus of Saface in the end of Volume 2. Yeah. That's what we're looking at an amazing story, man. Please, I'm looking at an amazing story, I know. Like, you have a huge Exodus like Moses, yeah. Amazing story, man. Amazing story. Amazing story, yeah. Yeah. Well, seriously, man, I read some of your book, man. You said your story sounds very polished. It sounds very good. Yeah, I'm an amazing storyteller. When I told you guys I'm amazing, you guys probably thought, yeah, maybe Ivan's over exaggerating. Maybe he's not that. Maybe he's his writing is okay. You guys read it. Holy shit, Ivan's writing looks polished. Looks good. He looks like an amazing storyteller. Yes, I'm an amazing storyteller. I'm gifted, man. I know I told an amazing story. When I told you guys I'm an amazing storyteller, I'm gifted. I wasn't joking around. I'm actually a gifted storyteller. God gave me a gift. As when you read it, right? It looks interesting. Yeah, it's a sick book, man. It's better than Lord of the Rings. Yeah, those people would tell me, Ivan, I enjoyed your book more than J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Well, tell me that, Peter. Yeah, Ivan, your book's more interesting. J.R.R. Tolkien has better world building, obviously, richer dialogue, richer speech, but you have rich dialogue too, but it's not as rich as Lord of the Rings. But your story's richer, and you have better character arcs than Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, all the characters feel a bit dull, man. Lord of the Rings has pretty good character arcs, but the characters don't jump on the page. They feel very boring and dull. Whereas my book, the characters jump out on the page. They feel more real. In most cases, right? Yeah. Yeah. There's a reason why the Gates won't control your book, Ivan. They know I wrote a masterpiece. They know it's a book that's more popular. That'll be more popular than Harry Potter. My book will sell, I don't know, 700 million, 800 million, 900 billion copies. Maybe 750 million copies around the world. I make my $14-15 million. And it'll be number one on the charts. And the whole world will be buzzing about it behind the scenes. Holy shit, man. Ivan's book is a fucking masterpiece. All the book critics are all like, holy shit, Ivan's book is an amazing book. Yeah. I don't have to worry about the critics online. I didn't sell to the Gates. But my book is number one on the charts. And all the book critics will be like, holy shit, Ivan wrote an amazing book, man. Holy shit. And that's why everyone's like, Ivan, are you going to turn this into a movie? I'm like, yes, I will. He's like, yeah, we're starting on film studio. They interview us. I'm saying the fans with their phones. He's like, yeah, we're starting on film studio. Oh, you're starting on film studio? Yeah, me and Ivan are starting on film studio together. We're going to make the movie for $2 million. Yeah. Holy shit, I can't wait. Yeah, are you going to have Peter Jackson? Yeah, Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson will be my hired directors for the movie. Yeah. So, Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. So, Sarah? So your company, you and BJ Skystar's company will change the Hollywood business. Yeah, it will. The Hollywood companies will have to charge more for their tickets now. They have like $14, $15, $16 because my movie is the main event, obviously. Yeah, that's why a lot of executives in Hollywood are going to be sending in their resumes for the president position for my company, right? Those have been crazy. All the higher up executives who are like CEOs, executives of the big studios are going to be sending in their resumes because they'd rather work for me than work in Hollywood, right? Me and PJ are now king and queen. Our company's way better in Hollywood. And I can get them out of the Hollywood system. Everyone wants out of the Hollywood system in Hollywood, man. That's how it works, right? Yeah. Like, yeah, in Hollywood you make a lot of money, but you're in the Hollywood system, and my company's better in Hollywood. It's much better in Hollywood, and their movies are all sight and headshot. That's why they rather work for me. And there's no risk for my movies. Me and VJ have the keys to the kingdom. We don't have to worry about losing money for the merch, for the movie, for the game. We're going to make our money. All the executives have to do is just do that dirty work, my presence, and they get their check, man. And they get to experience the glorious success and fame with me for my movie. They're safe, they're not left behind. With all the executives and actors in Hollywood and all of them are all left behind in Hollywood. I'm king, man, and VJ King with me. Yeah, they're all left behind. They're not saved. And they all feel like shit. But I told you, even the Hollywood actors, even though they all feel like shit, and all the executives and producers and directors feel like shit, they're all fans too. They all can't wait to watch Xanus, the Xanus movie, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, even though it pisses me off that Ivan's the main event now with VJ with his big Sky Social Studio better than our companies, and we have to charge more, and our movies are side tension, our television are side tension. I can't wait to watch that movie. Yeah, their fans too. Yeah, the executives. Yeah, they can't wait yeah, I can't wait to buy Ivan's merch, watch that documentary, watch that movie, and watch the game, play the game. Yeah, they're all fans too. Tuning in. I can't wait. They're tuning into the trends and they're tuning into my website. The news, Sky Entertainment news, the interviews, the magazine pictures, and the commercials. It's crazy. The trailers. Yeah, man. The fans too, man. It's crazy. Yeah, because I'm a son of God. Me and VJ are special. We're God. I'm a son of God. She's the spirit of God. We're special. That's why everyone around the world's buzzing on my movie. It's crazy. And watch out for the greedy Peter Ivan. Peter Jackson's a greedy pig, man. Yeah, Peter Jackson might want $500 million for the for Ivan. What about $500 million for the for the merch and $500 million for the game? I'm like, Peter, you're getting greedy. I'm not gonna sign you to a $2 million deal. Are you fucking crazy? No. You get $200 million for the game, $200 million for the merchandise. This is more than what we made for Lord of the Rings. You get your $85 million base. And you're $700 million of the film profits. I'm not paying you more money, Peter. You get your $500K for the Skies on the Haven News, the interviews, and you get featured in the magazines with me and VJ Peter. I can't wait to be VJ. I know, Peter. And you also get your speaking earnings. Like, I don't know, your $1 million of speaking. I hope when I said $2-3 I'm like, Peter, you get an equal amount of the actors. I'm not paying you more money for the speaking, man. Stop being fucking greedy. I'm like, Peter, I'm not going to pay you more. Stop being greedy, man. You sign your $1.4 million deal for my company, my movie. I'm not paying more than the actors world till you get an equal amount. Fine, Ivan, whatever, man. I deserve a bit more than I am. Like, Peter, I know, like, because you're bigger than the actors, you feel you deserve more. I feel like I'm ripping you off. But I'm already paying you more than everyone else. I'm not going to overpay you and have you take more of my money. No way. If you're greedy too, you're making like your $10 million. You and VJ are making your $10 million in speaking, and you're giving me the peanuts. Peter, I'm giving you $1 million of my money. That's a lot of money. You don't make $1 million in speaking, Peter. I don't, Ivan. Yeah, in Hollywood you make what? Your $200K for speaking? Yeah, Ivan. For Comic Con I make like $200K, $250K. Yeah, and you're making $1 million for speaking. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but like I want to bring a chunk of it. I deserve it more than that, Ivan. Yeah, because Peter's greedy. He wants like his $2-3 million in speaking because he knows the speaking fee deal is huge. Because me and VJ are going to be speaking at venues of like 20,000 fans. And we're taking 50% of the money. And that's why Peter might tell me, Ivan, you should take like 80%, 9% of the money. That way Peter can get his $2.5, $3 million paycheck because he wants a bigger paycheck, Peter. Because if I take 9% of the money, the Hollywood actors will be pulling in their $2.5, even $3 million speaking. Peter wants a bigger chunk of the pie. That's why he's like, Ivan, you should take more. I'm like, Peter, I'm not going to take 80% of the money. If I do, the organizer, I'm not making that much money. Ivan, they're making pretty good money. It costs them maybe $8-10 grand to rent the venue for one day, Ivan. They make like $80,000, $200,000. A lot of money, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, they got to have a good return on their investment. Stop being greedy, Samsara. Me and VJ are going to make our billions out of the movie merchant game. I'm taking half. I'm not going to take 80% of the money. VJ might tell me, Ivan, we should take more of the money. Like, we're the main event, not them. The fans pay to see us. Why are you giving them 50%? I'll have that talk with VJ. VJ, what do you think? How much money do you want to take? Do you want to take 50 or you want to take a bit more, maybe 70%? I don't want to be greedy. That way the actors can make more money, but I don't want to be really greedy and harsh. He's like, we should take at least like 70%. That would make more. Like, Ivan, the fans paid to see us. Yes, they rented the venue, but the fans are paid their money to see us. Why are you giving them half of the money? We should be taking the majority of the money, Ivan. We're just greedy. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, Peter has a point. Yeah, Ivan, I have a point, man. We should be taking a bigger chunk of that, Ivan, because Peter's greedy. Peter Jackson is a greedy pig. He's a greedy man, yeah. Greedy man. Like, Peter, they rented the venue. Like, they have to make some good money. Ivan, man, we're the main event. The fans pay to us. Why are you giving them 50% of the money? We should take like 80% of the money, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Peter's greedy. Yeah, he's a greedy pig, yeah. Yeah. I might perhaps take maybe 70%. That way the actors get paid more money. They can make their $2 million, but I give more of my money away. But anything over 70 is too harsh. You want to have the owners take at least 30% of the money, right? Well, I'll have a talk with VJ. Because Peter might bring it up, Ivan, we should take more. Okay, VJ, Is Peter right? Should we take a bit more of this VJ guy? We should take more. Like the fans are paid to see us and the actors. We should. Peter's right. We should take a bit of chunk out of the money because Peter's greedy. Yeah, Ivan, I'm right, man. We should take a bit more of this. Peter wants more money. He wants a bigger paycheck. He's greedy. He's a greedy pig. He's greedy for him, son. He's greedy. Yeah, he's greedy. He's a greedy pig, yeah. Yeah, I might take maybe 70% because Peter does have a point. They are kind of ripping me off, huh? The fans are paying. They paid the event's only back because the fans paid to see me, VJ, Peter, and the actors. I should be taking a bigger chunk of that. They are duping me a little bit if I give them 50%. But I don't want to take 90%. Why would they make no money? Peter might be like, I even take like 90. I'm like, Peter, if I take 9%, the organizers will make no money. No. I will not go higher than 70%, Peter. That way Peter can get a bigger paycheck. He gets like $2 million, $1.8, $2 million, $2.5 million, a bigger paycheck. The actors can get me more money. I'm gonna stick to 50% for now. Me, VJ, and Peter and I'm take 50% of the money. But Peter will bring it up, and I'll have that talk with VJ. Should we take more? VJ might tell me, we should take more. We'll make more money. I will make more money, obviously. But the organizers might be pissed off if I take 7%. Because I'm taking, Ivan, if they're pissed off, that's their problem, man. The fans pay to see us, not them. Yeah, Peter, they rent the venue. Yeah, Ivan, it only costs maybe 10 grand to rent the venue, Ivan. They make like 200K. They made their money back. That's a good money for them. We should be taking the majority of the money, Ivan. Spears is greedy, yeah. He wants a bigger paycheck. He wants us two more in our paycheck. He's greedy, Peter. Yeah, he's greedy. Because he knows the speaking deal's a huge deal. He wants a bigger chunk of the money, Peter. Obviously. But my standard rate will be 50% of the money for all the venues. If you charge the fans, which they will, the venues are going to charge the fans. They're not going to have the fans come for free. No, they need to make money. They're going to charge the fans for it. And if you charge the fans, when you charge the fans, I'm taking half the money. 50% of the money goes to me, VJ, and Peter, and the actors, and you take the other 50%. The way they don't do me, Samsara. What about 30%? I'm like, no, I'm taking half the money, man. 50% of the money goes to me. You take the other half. The fans are only, you're profiting on my success. The fans are only, yeah, why? We rent the venue. Yeah, you rented the venue, but the fans paid to see me, VJ, Peter, and the actors, not you, hence I'm taking half your money, man. You're profiting off my success for my movie, man. I'm not going to let you do that, man. No way. Samsara? Yeah, you really think I'm gonna speak for free only charge the fans? I'm paying for the world tour with me and VJ's money. Obviously, we speak at the venue. The fans pay to see us. Obviously, not you, and you're taking all that money. I don't get a piece of that. I'm not, man. I'm getting a piece of that, man. 50% of the money I take, you take the other 50%. Fine, I mean, that's a good deal. Yes, if you don't like the deal, don't invite me to come speak, man. I'm not having to do that, man. No way. You're profiting off my success. So you have to tell the organizers that I know they know. We don't dupe you. That's why the speaking fee deal is a huge deal for my company. For Zane's movie, the Hollywood actors Zane's are going to make their like 1 million, 1.2 million speaking. A massive contract. Yeah. Samsara? Yeah. Massive contract. Yeah, so Zays I'll make for $2 billion. $2 billion going towards the 3 volumes. for the movie. So 666 million going towards each of my movies. Almost a $700 million budget towards each of my movies. Pretty like, holy shit, man, you gave it on the budget, Ivan. For Lord of the Rings, I only made it for $90 million. Yeah, you're making each movie for $666 million? I'm like, yeah, Pretty's like, holy shit, Ivan, your entire budget for one movie is my entire budget of my whole Hobbit trilogy, Ivan. Your company blows out of the water. Yeah, I'm giving you $400 million, Peter, towards special effects and visual effects for the movie. Yeah. And then $136 million will go towards salaries per movie to pay the cast and crew their salary, obviously. And a good $33 million is going towards the clothing, armor, weapons, and the mask per volume. So $33 million for each movie is going towards the mask, the clothing, the armor, and the weapons. $33 million per each movie. So $33 million for volume 1, $33 million for volume 2, $33 million for volume 3. I'm putting $45 million towards extras. So $15 million is going towards extras per volume, right? More than enough money, obviously. $15 million. I'll put $50 million towards extras just in case. I'll put $50 million towards the extras. Because the extras are going to cost me a lot of money. $16.6 million is going towards extras. And I'll put $45 million towards scaffolding. That's more than money to build all the big, 1.2, 1.5, 2 acre sets. Put $45 million towards sets, divide by 3. $15 million is going towards something. Because for Lord of the Rings, they only had $2-3 million budget towards sets, Ivan, per volume. $2 million budget towards sets. You build huge sets. You're putting $45 million towards sets. We can build huge sets, like a 1 acre mountain, that kind of money. I know, Peter. And if we do need a bit more money to build a mountain, I'll put a bit more towards sets. I can put maybe $50 million towards it, but $45 million is easy enough to build 1 acre mountain sets. Yeah, that's more enough. People tell me that. Yeah. See what I'm saying? And everything else is going towards all the other stuff. Like shipping everything to Switzerland, the hotel stays, that's through the budget. Obviously, the limo services, that's through the budget. The takeouts, that's all through the budget. The trailers, portable bathrooms, portable showers, portable laundry machines, the shampoo, the body wash, the toothpaste, the mouthwash for the actors. That's all paid through the budget, obviously. Flying everyone to Switzerland, that's all part of the budget. Sorry? The hotel stays, yeah. Sorry? Peter, how scary would Earth be if I put $400 million towards visual effects towards each volume? Ivan, you're looking at demons. Ivan, for Lord of the Rings, we only put $35 million towards visual effects, Ivan, and the orcs and roommates were fucking creepy in my movies, and they're PG beings. You put $400 towards VFX and special effects, Ivan. We can easily have them be devils, man. They're gonna be devils in most horror beings movie history, Ivan. And you're looking at a war that will blow my Lord of the Rings world out of the water, and a battle that will blow my Helm's Deep out of the water, Ivan. You're looking at Lord of the Rings on steroids, Ivan. People tell me that. It was beautiful, I know. Gave Peter on the budget. Sarah? Susanna? Yeah. I'm sorry? Will you be going to events with the actors? Yes, I will. Yeah, chances are, when I'm in Vancouver, I'll be checking out events with the actors. Sometimes I'll take the actors to an event. We go to an event together. During the world tour, I'll be going to events with the actors too. Yeah, they have a big event. I take the actors to the event. It's on us. It's on me. We pay for it. And the Hollywood actors for Xanus, we take them to an event. Obviously, I'll be doing a lot of parties with the actors during the world tour. Because I guarantee we'll go world touring for Xanus. There's no way I'm not going to go world touring for a movie like that, man. It's an Ivan VJ movie, $2 billion budget movie, the biggest budget movie ever made. No movie trilogy has ever been made for $2 billion. The biggest trilogy was The Hobbit. The Hobbit was made for $645 to $700 million. That's like one of my budgets for one of my movie. I'm making it for triple that amount, $2 billion towards each. $666 million going towards each of my movies. Hollywood, they don't make movies for $600. They make the highest Hollywood ever go is like $350 for a movie. But if you include marketing costs, it might cost $500. But marketing costs doesn't count. I'm talking about the initial budget without marketing. Me and Vijay don't have to have money for marketing because we have the keys, obviously. Like my company blows out the water. I'm putting $400 million towards special effects, VFX special effects, towards each volume for the whirling, the battle scenes, and the horror of the demon wolves and bats. It blows out of the water, hence why I'm guaranteed to go. What's wrong? Every them are devils, man. I showed you guys the pictures and videos, right? They're devils. It's really fucking scary, yeah. Some center. That's why John Campy or Robin Man are going crazy with this. Somebody tells me John Campy's not going to retire from his YouTube. He says he was going to retire this year. I guarantee you, even when I'm king, John Maega will still be doing his John Campy show because yeah. But because I insulted the gates, I can't talk about my company, but they might use code words. Holy fucking shit, man! I'm so excited for this movie. Yeah, the whole world's going crazy for saying this. They're reading the Sky Entertainment News, they interview all the actors. They're seeing the trends, and like the whole world's buzzing about this. I can't wait to watch this movie. I hope this movie's good. That I can make the right choice hiring Peter or Mel. You know what I'm saying? You get the announcement. Xanus is greenlit. It's a $2 billion budget. $666 million going towards each of the volumes, man. Huge budget, man. Yeah. A revolution of technology, man. Something revolutionary that will take. Peter Ivan, your technology will take cinema to the next level, man. No movie has ever made this kind of money before, Ivan. Yeah, in Hollywood history, yeah. the biggest Lord of the Rings trilogy was The Hobbit. The Hobbit was made for like 645 million, 700 million for the 3 movies, and that's like my entire budget for one movie. I'm making my movie for one movie for like 670 million, so it's almost the entire budget of The Hobbit, the whole Hobbit trilogy. Hence why the technology of Xanus is blowing Hollywood out of the water, man. And Peter's all happy, and or Mel Gibson, because I gave him an unlimited budget to work with. Because I gave me an unlimited budget, $2 million towards each of the volumes, towards the 3 volumes, Ivan. 666 million. Holy shit, you gave me on the budget, Ivan. Yeah. The Lord of the Rings, they gave me a shitty $9 budget, Ivan. I know, Peter. Yeah, Peter's all happy. I gave him an unlimited budget, man. You build huge sets like Peter, Ivan, for your movie, we don't even have to build miniature sets. We can afford to build big sets. Yeah. I build like a 0.6 acre forest. I build a 1 acre mountain like that picture I showed you. I build a 1 acre city, cavern city. The civilians can fit in there. The actors can fit in there in Switzerland. You apply the visual reservoirs out with the pose and everything, it looks amazing. Something unheard of. Better than even Lord of the Rings. Please, Ivan, for Moria, for Lord of the Rings, we had a small, tiny little set. When we applied the VFX towards it, it looked amazing, Ivan. Yeah, for your movie, it looks something on another level. I know, something beautiful. Looking at a beautiful world, Ivan, something unheard of, I know, Peter. And you're looking at unheard of horror, Ivan. Looking at devils, Ivan. I know, Peter. Devils, man. Devils for my movie. That's why Zane's so crazy why Buzz. So Xanus is a horror fantasy story. Yes, Xanus is a horror fantasy story. It's a crazy horror fantasy story. Peter might be like, we don't have to have it horror. We can have PG-13. I'm like, Peter, I don't want PG-13 era Tad. You what? The movie will be a masterpiece, but it won't be as good, man. Yeah, but Ivan, the kids can't watch it. I'm like, Peter, they can watch it when they're older, or the parents can comfort them. They'll be fine. So I don't want what? PG-13 era Tad. I don't want full CGI era Tad either, Peter. I want the actors wearing the mask and the costume. I know I'm doing it, I'm saying. Don't hate me, Peter, I'm saying, yeah. Yeah. Give me a sec, guys. I'm going to go to some coffee. I'll be back in a sec. Hope you guys enjoy this show. Still, we don't really laugh a lot. Back in a sec, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. I made my coffee. I'm gonna go upstairs in a good maybe 10 minutes to get my coffee, guys. And after this, I'm gonna enjoy a show with you guys. I'm probably gonna watch some Rad finish his Assassin's Creed. I'm like 40 minutes into his Assassin's Creed final part walkthrough. But 3 hours is very long, so... Did you like the game, Ivan? The game was pretty good. It's not my favorite Assassin's Creed game. My favorite Assassin's Creed game that Rabbi played on his channel was, for me personally, was Black Flag. The part one. That was really good. I remember when Rabbi played that like years ago. And my second favorite might be Odyssey, and then third would be Shadows for me. Or you can argue Shadows. No, I like Odyssey better than Shadows. Odyssey was good. The Spartan one, that was really good, man. Yeah. Ivan, you're a gamer. Yes, I am. I watch so many games on Rabbi's channel. I don't play games anymore. The reason why I don't play games anymore because now I can. Why would I waste my money buying like I don't know $800 PlayStation 5 and play the game when I can watch the game for free on YouTube? I prefer to watch Rabbit online. Hence why I don't play games anymore. I'm a game nerd, but instead of playing it, I watch it. I watch Rabbit's videos. Yeah. Some Sarah. Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs and get my coffee, guys. In good maybe 10 minutes. I'm also gonna make myself some food. I'm fucking hungry. Leftovers, right? Yeah, Antoine Zane's will be a masterpiece, man. An amazing movie. You guys read it in my book. Yeah, it's a masterpiece of a story. It's better than Lord of the Rings, man. And Game of Thrones, A Will of Time, Harry Potter. It's a better book than all those books. My stepmother told me, Ivan, your book is number one. She told me that. And Hollywood would be all over your story, Ivan. I know. But I don't want to sell to the houses and with VJ and share with a garbage wife, man. I don't want you touching my money, man. That money belongs to me. It doesn't belong to you. It's for me and VJ. It's not for you. You're just a greedy pig, man. Zero. You're not touching down my money. That money. I have the keys to get my house to sell to you, man. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. When you ask VJ why she cried to you, she'll tell you, yeah, Ivan. Yeah, Ivan, I cried because I love you so much. I want to be with you. I want to see the light. And I didn't want to be separate from you. And Ivan, are you kidding me? I didn't want to miss out on his life, man. I knew you wrote the book. You own the rights to it. You have the keys. I wanted to get out of Hollywood and get my freedom with you and live the multi-million life with you, Ivan, and trend with you and be featured in the magazine with you and be a famous movie star with you, Ivan, and sign that medal with Amazon. Yeah, that's what she'll tell me. I don't want to miss out on his life, Ivan, and be left behind. Because VJ knows if she's in Hollywood when I'm gang, she's left behind. VJ, you guys will be tuning into her stuff in Hollywood, but like I'm ultimately the main show because why? And VJ will be left behind. Yeah. Because even though VJ's God and she's the main show, I'm ultimately the main show because I'm why, man. I'm God. Where she's God too, but she's the spirit of God. But I am ultimately the main show because I'm why. I don't hate VJ, I'm saying, yeah. But VJ is a part of the main show. Why I'm ultimately the main show because I'm why. I'm God, obviously. Some Sarah. Hence why VJ, when she's queen, she's also saved. Because she sees me, she's part of the thing with me. Because she sees me every day, she's saved. She's a lucky one. She's saved physically. She sees me every day, obviously. But VJ's also part of the main show too. So and when the Hollywood actors see VJ or they see me, they feel saved. But because I'm out with the main show, I see, right? When they see me, they feel saved because they're saved. The actors in Hollywood, they're not left behind. And when they see VJ, they're saved too. But I'm out with the main show because VJ sees me every day, and she's a part of that crazy fame with me. She's saved, obviously, and she's also saved spiritually. She sees the light now. She sees my father. She doesn't see hell anymore. When she sees my father when we hook up, Obviously, I don't run away anymore. She sees my father, obviously. That's why she's lucky. Because she's my spirit. And she also sees the light every night when she sleeps. She doesn't see hell anymore. When she sleeps, she sees the light. She doesn't see hell. That's why the crying now stops. She doesn't cry anymore. She sleeps. She sleeps peacefully. I'm like, holy shit. I save her. We spend the first night together in the hotel. I'm sleeping and I see VJ. She's like snoring. She's sleeping like a baby. I'm like, holy shit, this girl's fucking crazy, man. And had I not saved this chick, she would have been crying every fucking night. Forever, man. And now because she sees the light, now she sees peacefully. This girl's fucking crazy, man. Crazy fucking woman. Yeah, man. Oh my god. Yeah. She's crazy, man. Oh, like, holy shit, man. I'm sleeping. I see her. She's sleeping right beside me, and she's sleeping like a baby. Holy shit. VJ is actually sleeping now. She's not crying, man. She's finally sleeping peacefully because she sees the light now. I saved her. She doesn't see how me. That's why she'll be clinging on to me like crazy when I'm gay, man. Handsome, out of America with a full-grown beard. Yeah, she'll be clinging on to me because she sees the light. And she's a crazy woman, yeah. I'm her baby, obviously. Yeah. She'll be clinging on to me because she sees the light now. She's the only one in the world who sees the light. Was that you guys all see hell every night, right? Yeah, you're never gonna see my father. Don't hate him, son, yeah. 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 So how much do you think you'll make off your book? 10 billion to 14 billion to 20 billion around there. Or I might make more, but I highly doubt more because there's only 1.35 billion English-speaking people in the world. My book is written in English. Hence, the people in the world who don't understand English, who don't speak English, are not going to buy my book. Because they don't understand it. Why would you buy a book you can't read, man? If they don't speak English, why the fuck would they buy my book? They don't understand it. They're not going to buy it. If a French book came out or a Spanish book came out, I wouldn't buy it because I don't understand the book. That's why it narrows it down to 10, 14, 15, 20 billion bucks, maybe 22 billion bucks I make off the book. I think maybe 14, 15 billion I make off the book, maybe $60 billion I make off the book, around there. That's enough money for me and V to start our film studio. And it's enough money for us to pay our bills and buy our jets, our yacht, buy our clothes, our cars, and build our dream, like, I don't know, $650 million house. Like Incredibles. A beautiful, like, high-end, like, pimped out house like Incredibles, man. And so V's like, oh my god. Once the house is built, she's like, oh my god, this is my dream. This is such a beautiful home. I know, it's beautiful. Ivan, this is so high-tech, man. Yeah, everything is high-tech. Like Incredibles, man. Fucking nice. That's what Hollywood actors are gonna have a good time when they part out my house after they sign their contracts for Xanus, right? Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be signing the actors second year. Yeah, the Hollywood actors for Xanus, I'll be signing second year. Hence why me, Peter, Frank, and Motor, we have to get the concert arts done. But in a good like month and a half, the concert arts will be done. Me, Peter, and Fran and Guillermo Toro have to co-write that script. The three movies. We gotta write all 3 movies. We have to get that script done before we fly in the stars. We have to do our revisions. We have to make all the business calls for the main things, me and Peter. We have to get all that over with. We have to sign that massive deal with Amazon. The 80-20 deal with Amazon. They're going to be our distributors. Yeah. Because Amazon's a big company to partner with. They're the biggest distribution company. Well, they can handle 1 billion orders, Ivan. Yeah. I showed you guys on Google. Yeah, Amazon can handle 1 billion, even 1 billion. Amazon can even handle 2-3 billion orders. It said Amazon shipped 9 billion products. They can handle a huge order because they have a huge infrastructure all over the world. Obviously, Amazon, they're a huge company. That's why they're coming to partner with. But chances are you're looking at maybe 1,800,000,000 4K Blu-ray movies sold around the world, right? Because Amazon's not in the Middle East. They're not in Africa. They're in a few countries in South America. They're only in Canada, America, Mexico. They're in most of the countries in Europe. They're in China. They're in Japan. They're in New Zealand. They're in Australia. They're in Korea. They can ship to those places. They're in India too. So you're looking at maybe 800 million copies sold. Because most people have families, so you only have to order one movie. I don't know, in Canada has 45 million people. Maybe a good 17 million people, 17 million orders in Canada. The States has 300 million people. Maybe 70 million orders in the States. 80 million orders in the States. Europe has 1 billion people. Maybe a good 300 million orders, 400 million orders in Europe. India, yeah. Japan has 1 billion people, maybe 250 million orders because most people have families. China might have maybe 400 million orders. So you do the math, it's like 1 billion 4K Blu-ray copies sold, maybe 800 million 4K Blu-ray copies sold. You have Mexico. Mexico has like 3 million people, maybe 7 million people in Mexico order it. So it's like 1 billion 4K Blu-ray copies sold, 800 million, and it adds up. So I'm saying, yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah. I'm sorry. Because if you have a family, you only have to buy one 4K Blu-ray movie, right? And since it cuts it down. Like 800 million 4K Blu-ray copies sold, 1 billion 4K Blu-ray copies sold, something crazy. But Amazon can handle it. We can handle it. Easily handle it. We have a huge infrastructure all over the world, live, and yeah, that's why they're going to come in to partner with. When me and VJ get our 80%, you guys get your 20%, and I'll give you guys the exclusive distribution rights. That way no one else can distribute my products. So you got the exclusive distribution rights for the 4K Blu-ray movie and the merchandise for the movie. But you don't own the brand. Me and VJ own the brand. You have to put in a contract. You don't want Amazon owning a part of your Xanus brand, Ivan. Yeah, man. You guys don't own my brand. You just own, you're my distributors. You just own the distribution rights. Samsara? 80-20 is a deal. Yeah. You get the news on Sky Source News. Yeah. Ivan and Victoria Justice signed mega deal with Amazon. You know what I'm saying? You got the information. Amazon owns the exclusive distribution rights. Sky Source owns the Xanus brand. Ivan and VJ get 80% of the profits. Amazon gets 20% of the film profits and merchandise profits. And the whole world's like, holy shit, Ivan and VJ signed a mega deal with Amazon. Yeah, and all the Hollywood actors are envious. Holy shit, man. They feel like shit, man. I and VJ signed a mega deal, man. They got to be famous movie stars and they got to make their billions, man. Yeah, or billions off the movie and merch. Yeah. Hollywood actors don't make that. Hollywood actors make their millions. They don't make their billions off for a movie contract. Me and VJ signed a multi-billion deal for a movie contract, man. A huge deal. It's a multi-billion deal. It's a massive contract. I don't know. A $7-8 billion deal for the movie, man. It's a huge deal. Yeah. And like a $5 billion deal for the merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Like another $8 billion deal for the game, $7 billion deal for the game. It's a huge deal. 20 billion, 18 billion deal. It's a huge deal, man. Yeah. But the game deal is not part of the Amazon deal, though. That's with Microsoft and Sony. You're going to get the news, yeah, for the game news. Ivan Ivan and Victoria Justice signed a deal with Microsoft and Sony for the game. Microsoft and Sony will be distributing the game on, well, not distributing the game. They'll be streaming the game online on their console. They'll put the game on their console for purchase, right? Yeah. And you guys get 5%. Me, we take our 9%. For the game, I'm taking most of the money. 95% for the game. You guys take your 5%. Yeah, that's why the game deal is most likely the biggest deal. I'm making the most money. Yeah, the game is me, VJ's biggest money maker, obviously. The game will be very popular, man. The gaming industry is bigger than the movie industry. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get my coffee. I'll be back in a sec. Scary movie, you don't know what that's about. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Well, you guys are back. That's why me and VJ make boss, man. You should walk with VJ, yeah. That's why when you see VJ with me, when you see me and VJ together, VJ has that smile on her face. Yeah, she's all happy. But because you made us pay, there'll be some days when we're sad and depressed, man. Because you made me and VJ pay for us to be together. You guys are wicked people, yeah. Like the mess in both our lives is affecting us, man, a little bit. We're living a life we're happy, but because VJ fucked so many men, she's scarred. We paid a price, and I fucked so many women, I'm scarred. And it's affecting the relationship because we're scarred, man. We paid a price to be together. You guys are wicked people, hence why I'm peacing out. You guys deserve. I'm not gonna do that. No way. Yeah. Like I see some days VJ's a bit sad when I hired the Hollywood woman because she knows those women fucked her husband and she's a bit sad. And sometimes when I see those Hollywood men, some of those Hollywood men, they piss me off because they touch my wife. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm a bit depressed and sad, yeah, but man's pay. That's why all you Hollywood actors, once you're in my movie and you experience that glorious sense of VJ, you got your check. I got your holism. You're gonna go back to holism, but that you're I'm not gonna do that, man. You're not good in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Except for John Mayer, I might be signing John Mayer for my movies. I'm joking, John. I really know, John, you're not good for the other movies. I'm not gonna be signing horror movies, okay? Yeah. Oh, I accidentally threw my smoke so way upstairs. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be back in a sec. Yeah. So you don't want Peter making drastic changes? No. Like, we'll make changes. I don't mind us making changes to the story, Peter, and adding things to make it better. Adding things to the dialogue, changing some of the dialogue, that's fine. But don't make drastic changes that contradicts the story, Peter. So I'm saying, because Peter might want to do a thing where the ancestors... Because the ancestors do not appear in physical form. And I don't want to spoil the story, but when you read the book, the ancestors do not appear in physical form. They're spiritual beings. They were physical beings, but I don't want to spoil the story for you. They're spiritual beings. They do not appear in physical form. So if Peter hasn't appeared in physical form, you're going to ruin the story because you're contradicting the plot of the story. And now it's about the ancestors. It's no longer about Tactius. It's Tactius' story when you read the book. It's about him. And then the enemy, it's about Eretan and the Fool. And Ephesus. Hence why, period, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Ivan, you know your shit. If we have the answers appear, we're gonna take away the spotlight from Tactius. Yes, you have the ancestors appear in the movie. You're gonna take away the spotlight from Tactius, and it's not really Tactius' story. And you're gonna piss off the fans, period. You're gonna ruin my story. No, I do not want the answers appearing in physical form. We can change them, like Peter. I don't want you doing drastic changes to the script, man. For the movie adaptation, changing my story. No, Peter, man. Is it okay, Ivan? Yeah, you have to tell me that Ivan nobody knows. That's why I don't want to do a thing whereby I give Peter full power and Fran and Guillermo del Toro for the script, because they might make drastic changes whereby they have the ancestors appear in physical form. They might have the wolves breach the wall and everything. When in the book, the wall cannot be breached. It was supernaturally made. Yeah. Can't be breached. The walls can't breach it. Tactius and them fight them outside the walls. Yeah. The only way the wall could be breached is if Tactius dies. I won't spoil the story for you. You'll see what I mean when you read the book. That's why you're looking at a powerful story. It goes back in the answers. I won't spoil the story for you, Samsara. That's what we're looking at. I'm looking at a masterpiece. This is Barry Lord of the Rings. I know he's Barry Lord of the Rings. It's a masterpiece, Samsara, yeah. I know, masterpiece, man. Yeah. How long will it take you and Peter and them to write the script? Maybe 6 months, so we're done. Yeah. I could do a thing where we work on the script even on weekends. That we get the script done faster. But I want to give Peter and them a break, right? And you guys get weekends off. But sometimes during the weekend, it doesn't hurt Peter to go. Or sometimes I'll have you come over to my house or in my yacht. We go over the script together. That way we know we wrote a good script for maybe a couple hours. We constantly have to go over the script. But I'll give Peter and Fran all them weekends off, and me and VJ get our weekends off. And you need to give your team weekends off. You can't have your team work 7 days a week, right? They have to spend time with their family, even though they want to spend time with me, you know what I'm saying? VJ more, they don't hate, you know what I'm saying? You can't work 7 days a week. You got to give your team the weekends off. Obviously, they're working a 9-to-5 job. You have to give them the weekends off. Obviously, I'll give Peter weekends off. That way he's not stressed out. Here's Ivan, thank you. Yeah, Peter, I don't want to stress you out and have you work 7 days a week. Like, production, you'll be working 7 days a week, but, like, for pre-production, I'll give you your weekends off. That way you can chill. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt to go over your notes and go over your script, Peter. Sometimes I'll go over your notes and go over the script with you, Peter, and Guillermo del Toro. But you get your weekends off, you can chill in the bar, you can go see a movie on theaters. That way you're not stressed out, Peter. But Peter will be serious. He'll be going over his script. Do your very best, Peter, to even go over your script on the weekends too. And I'll go over the script with VJ at home. And I print a copy of your notes. I'll go over your notes too to make sure everything's good during the weekends. You only have to go over the script for maybe 2.5 hours, Peter. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. We need to be serious. Yeah, we need to be serious, Peter. We got to make a good movie together. An amazing movie together. We got to be serious. And everyone works hard. Because I pay Peter a lot of money, obviously. He works hard for me, obviously. He works really hard. And Motor works hard. Fran works hard. Barry Osmond works hard. Yeah, they all work hard. And we end up writing an amazing script together. Because Ivan, like, the Xanus script is just as good as my Lord of the Rings script, if not better. Yeah, it's better than even Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Yeah. Some Sarah? That's why Xanus will be a masterpiece. Yeah, man. Yeah. Will Peter tell you to go for Russell Crowe? Yeah, he might. Yeah, Ivan, Russell Crowe's good for Merriman. It'll help Boomer Buzz, Ivan. Yeah, Russell Crowe's a powerful actor in Hollywood, a big Hollywood actor. He's going to help Bill more Buzz my movie, but he's more expensive. I can easily afford to pay more money. Yeah, Ivan, for Russell Crowe, you have to pay him a lot of money, Ivan. You have to sign him to a massive contract, Ivan. You have to give him a nice piece of the film profits. Yeah, Peter, I can easily give him a piece of film profits. Yeah, Ivan, your film profits are unlimited. Yeah, Peter, it's not limited. It's not like Hollywood where it's limited. Yeah, Ivan, your film profits are unlimited. You can easily give all your stars a nice piece of the film profits, Ivan. I know, Peter. Because me and VJ are going to make, I don't know, our $7 billion bucks. I can easily afford to give actors a nice piece of the film profits. Russell Crowe, I'll pay him his $18 million for his base, his salary, and he gets a $9.7 million signing bonus. That's a good deal for him. And I'll give him $55 million of the film profits. Ivan, what about 100? I'm like, no. Russell Crowe does not get $100 million. He gets $55 million. He's not worth that, man. You guys are actually pissing me off. You agents and managers. You're getting greedy, man. Russell Crowe's not worth a $100 million royalty check. He's only worth, like, I don't know, it was $130 million. He gets 55. And he gets his $500K for the Sky Source Entertainment News promos that are going to be featured during the 4 years. And the character attributes, the Empire character attributes, too. 4th year. He gets his $300K. Not $500K. His $300K. Yeah, I've lowered $1 million. I'm like, no, he gets $300K. You're going to drain all my money, man. The promo money's paid through the salary cap, too. I have to be careful how much I pay these guys, man. $300K is a good deal for Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe doesn't even get paid for magazines. Hollywood actors don't get paid for magazines in Hollywood sometimes. Pay Russell Crowe $300K. That's a good deal for him. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. So Russell Crowe signs $90 million Canadian deal, which is a $2 million deal in his a $100 million deal in his Australian money. So Russell Crowe signed his massive $100 million deal. It's a massive contract. That's how much Robert Downey Jr. is making for Avengers. And Robert Downey Jr. is much bigger than Russell Crowe. My company blows out of the water. Russell Crowe's like, holy shit, Ivan, your company blows out of the water. In Hollywood, I make like my 8, 12, 15, 20, Ivan. You signed me to a $90 million deal, $100 million deal in my Australian money. Yeah, you signed your $90 million deal in Canadian money, Russell Crowe, but you live in Australia, so you sign your $100 million deal. You're making more. It's like 54. Depends on much. If his agent takes 50%, Russell Crowe's walking away with maybe $48 million in his bank. If his agent takes 10, he's walking away like. If his agent takes 15, Russell Crowe's walking away maybe $50 million, $49 million in his bank. He's walking away a lot of money, Russell Crowe, like $50, $54 million in his bank after taxes. It's a huge deal. Russell Crowe's getting paid. I'm saying. Ivan, you signed me to a $100 million deal with perks for the company, for the film studio company. You know what I'm saying? And there's no strings attached to his contract. No, how's it going? No strings attached to his contract. Holy shit, Ivan, you're a good man. It's like, thank you, man, because he knows in Hollywood that money doesn't come free. In Hollywood, you got to do it, man. That's how it works. You got to pay a price, man. That's how it works, man. In Hollywood, right? But I'm a clean businessman. I'm not a dirty businessman. I'm not gonna have an actor pay to make his money. I'm not into that dirt stuff, man. There's nothing worse than these Hollywood actors seeing you and VJ as dirty businessmen. They lose a bit of respect for you. Oh my God, Ivan's dirty, man. Yeah, there's nothing worse than the actors seeing you as a dirty businessman. No, man. I want them to see me as a good man, a clean businessman. I'm not gonna have these actors paid to make money. No. You get your freedom. I pay you millions, and you experience a sense of fame. But all I ask is you work hard for me, and we're all going to work hard for you, man. They all work hard for me, and they destroy the role. Yeah, but Don Cheadle is my first choice for Maramis, and Vigo's my second choice. Peter might tell me, Ivan, go for Vigo. Vigo commanded the Archers in 2 Towers. Yeah, he did, Peter. Yeah, he's good. He's good too, Vigo, for Maramis. Son. Yeah. Vigo, you can pay him his $10 million base, and then give him $16 million of the film profits. That's a good deal for him. You pay him like his $2.3 million for the game, and you give him like $1 million, like $2 for the merch. So you sign like his $30 million deal, and he gets his $250K for the promos. So you sign his $30 million deal. That's like a $21 million deal in his American money. This is America, right? He's walking away with like $11 million in his bank after taxes, his agent's cut. $11 million rich is a massive contract. Rico doesn't make that in Hollywood. For the only reasons I made nothing. I made like my $1 million. Yeah. He signed his $30 million deal, Rico. It's a massive contract. He's like, sign me up, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sign me up. He's like, fuck me, line, man. They pay me shitty money. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work much harder for you than I did for Lord of the Rings, Ivan. Yeah, they all work hard for me. Don Cheadle will work hard for me if I choose him, right? Which I most likely will. He's my first choice, yeah. Yeah. Because you're interested in my Lord of the Rings guys. Yeah, I think Carl Urban's good for Cornelius. I think he's good for the role, Ivan. You should cast him. People tell me that. Yeah, I can picture Carl Urban as Cornelius, the captain of the blacksmith. Yeah, Carl Urban's the captain of the blacksmiths, obviously. Because Carl Urban's a smaller A-lister, he's worth $20 million. You have to pay him a lot of money. I'll pay him his $8 for his base because Cornelius is not as major as has Tony's to them. Yeah, but I've done a bigger job, mate. Okay, Carlman. To keep you happy, I'll pay you more for the royalties. I'll pay you like $10.8 million for the royalties, Carl Urban, to keep you happy. That's a massive contract for you. And you get your $8 million base for the movie. That's a good deal for you. You can give Carl Urban like he gets paid his $2 million for the game. And he gets his like $750K for the merch, and it's $250,000 for the promos, and potential earnings and speaking too, which can range from like $1 million. So Carl Urban signed like his $22 million deal, which is like a $26 million deal in his New Zealand money. So he signed like his $26 million deal, whatever it is. He's walked away like $14.5 million in his bank after taxing his agent. He's like, holy shit, this is a massive contract. I don't make it. For the boys, I make like $3 million. And for Lord of the Rings, I got nothing. I made like a $100K, Ivan. Yeah, Carl Urban, I want a better performance from you as Cornelius than your performance for him or Lord of the Rings. I'm going to work much harder. You don't worry about it. For Lord of the Rings, I made nothing, man. It launched my career, but I made nothing for Lord of the Rings. They fed us shitty food like sandwiches, shittier perks. You know what I'm saying? Shittier budget. When you pay me a massive deal, I'm going to work much harder for you. And Carl Urban destroys the role of Cornelius, man. Yeah. I'm going to work really hard for you, Ivan. Carl Urban will tell me that, yeah. Works really hard for me. Peter's like, I'm your Islam of the race guys. I'm like, yeah, Peter, you know what I'm saying? And Carl Urban destroys the role of Cornelius, the captain of the blacksmiths. But he has to beef up for the role because I want Cornelius to be a buff guy. When you read the book, Cornelius is an intimidating buff guy. So Carl Urban, when he does his weight training, he has to bulk up, obviously. He's a pretty big guy, but he has to bulk up. Like, I want you to have more muscle, Carl Urban. Okay, Ivan. And the trainers will send you guys a schedule, and you guys get sponsored at your nice gym. The actors get the gym all to themselves. When I have the team make the call, they rent the gym for the actors. Rent an exclusive gym just for the actors where they work out. All the best high-end equipment for working out. And the actors also get sent their protein shakes, everything. But their chicken and their salad, they have to pay for that. But because I'm paying them for the promos, they can easily afford to pay for it, obviously. Are we going to get sponsored for the food? I'm like, no. You have to pay for that, but I'm paying you the promo money. That's enough money for you to get your chicken and your salad for eating. You get your training wear, you get your gym bag, everything, all sponsored. Yeah, for free for you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's my coming bottle of water, yeah. 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 And once Peter helps me sign all the stars, it helps me with payroll, obviously. It'll finally hit Peter Jackson's mind. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. All your Hollywood actors signed mega deals, Ivan. Your company blows out of the water. I know, Peter. My Lord of the actors made nothing, Ivan. Yeah. And they worked hard for me. Yeah. The Lord of the actors made nothing and they worked hard for Peter, man. Like, you got an amazing performance with them. You can only imagine how hard these Hollywood actors for Xanus are going to work for me, man. They're going to work their ass off for me, man. The Hollywood actors. Yeah. Yeah, Ivan, you're looking at like Oscar performances, Ivan. Yeah, you're looking at amazing performance from the actors. They all destroy the role. I pay them a lot of money. I spoil them with good perks. And I'm also feeding them with all you can eat luxurious buffet, right? All you can eat amazing food. I'm not serving them sandwiches like I did for Lord of the Rings. No, they get like an all you can eat buffet for breakfast, for dinner, dessert, a nice dessert buffet, and then they work harder for you. Because I'm spoiling them with amazing food, man. It's nice to work. It's nice to get paid all that money and do that dirty work at the end. And when you eat food, you're getting served amazing food. And that brightens up the mood. The actors are not stressed out. There's nothing worse than getting paid shitty money and then you get served sandwiches and spaghetti and like beef. No, man. Serve them an all-you-can-eat buffet, Ivan. That way they work hard for you and your coffee blows out of the water. Sarah? Oh. Yeah. So shows are on Ali, Ivan. That way they know what you want your world to look like, Ivan. to my worlds, and I'll show you the demonic characters. And I'll end it off with the Faramir Asgiliath battle scene. That's my idea for the scene with Tacitonius and Cassius in Volume 2. When they fight for 425 wolves, they hide, and they fight the wolves, and they're a bit brave and scared. Yeah. This is my idea for my world, guys, for my movie. Show John Ali and Peter Ivan and get them all told what they know. Peter Ivan, that's beautiful. I know a beautiful world like that for my movie. Obviously, I'll show you the Perry Stone. Guardians of the Tree of Life. See that? Beautiful world, yeah. Beautiful world like that. Looking at beautiful world like that for my movie, man. Beautiful ecosystem, yeah. And for Aratat, the devil himself. This is what the wolves are like. Imagine wolves like this, guys. Devils, man. Yeah. Devils like that. My movie. Please, Ivan, you want the wolves like that? I'm like, yeah, Peter. He's like, holy shit. Yeah. Devils like that, guys. Oh, my battery died, guys. I can't show you the Osgiliath battle. I already showed you guys the Osgiliath battle with Faramir. Yeah, think something like that for you have a scene. I'm gonna tell Peter, I want to change the scene. In the book, they're on horses. My idea for the movie is that they arrive to Cyrus' house. I'll spoil the story for you. And then they get off their horses and they look around Cyrus. I'm gonna say. And then after that, they hear the howling of the wolves through the trees. And like Cassius is like, guys, hide. He's like, hide. And they hide. He tells Tacitonius, he's like, be brave. And you see John Boyega, he's a bit scared. But he's brave. Obviously, because John Boyega, Tacitonius has never been outside the walls of Xanus. Cassius and them have fought the wolves in the past. They have more experience. But Tacitonius has never been outside the walls. He's never seen the wolves before, hence why he's a bit scared. And he sees the wolves are devils, and then he's brave, like Faramir was in Lord of the Rings. With everything, that's a good idea. We can do that in the movie, yeah, make it more interesting. To show the fear of the wolves, I'm like, yeah, Peter. Man, you're a genius, man. You have so many good ideas to the story. I know, Peter, I'm gifted. Yeah, I'm a genius. Creative genius. Some Sarah. Yeah. So if Faramir can be a bit scared and brave for PG-13 orcs in Return of the King, you can only imagine my movie whereby you have like rated R horrific devils, man. Like that clip I keep showing you. They're walking devils and demons. Something even scarier than that. I'm putting $400 million, guys, towards VFX, special effects and visual effects towards each of my volumes. So you do the math. What kind of technology you're looking at for the horror of the demon wolves and bats, and the yeah, looking at devils, and you're looking at action sequences that will blow the rings out of the water. That's why I gave you on the budget. Yeah, I can do whatever I want to do for the battle scenes. I can afford it, Ivan, because you gave me an unlimited budget. We can afford this for the horror of the demon wolves and bats. The mask. I'm gonna produce like the finest mask in the business, man. Something even better than that would be an animal. So here's the items when you want an updated look like the Dummy Animal. Yeah, not like your Lord of the Rings. But yeah, even Lord of the Rings was made in, we worked on it in the 90s, Ivan. Technology is much better, Ivan. Yeah, technology has grown since the 90s, right, when they made Lord of the Rings. So if you don't want Eric to look at you natural Lord of the Rings, no, Peter. There's a reason why I'm putting $400 towards the visual effects. That way we mix it. We mix the practical effects of the mask and the costume with the unheard of technology towards the visual effect shots when they edit the movie. He's okay, Ivan. That way he looks more natural, but he also looks very amazing. Yes, Peter. I want him to look very amazing. That's why I'm putting a lot of money towards visual effects, Peter. But I want to mix it with the mask. Okay, Ivan. You don't want a full CGI? No, Peter. I don't want that Azog look in The Hobbit. I don't want full CGI Army 2. I don't want that look for The Hobbit, Peter. If you have full CGI for the movie, Peter, you're going to get that Hobbit look. I don't want that Hobbit look, Peter. I do not like that look for in The Hobbit, Peter. The Helmsley look is much better than your Hobbit look. But the Helmsley look is still a bit too natural. My movie will be like Helmsley, but it looks better than that because I put more money towards visual effects and special effects. But the beings look a bit more natural. They don't look computery like Azog and Balg, his son in The Hobbits. I'm saying, yeah. You have to tell Peter that, Ivan, because if you don't tell Peter that, I guarantee you Peter's gonna push for full CGI Eritat, whereby the actor wears the motion capture technology, and Peter might push for like building smaller sets and having green screen. I'm like, Peter, no, I want to build big sets. We rely on the practical effects for a lot of the world, but then we apply the hundreds of millions of visual effects. It looks amazing. So you don't want green screen also? No, Peter, we can have blue screen, green screen, but not too much of it. I want to rely more on the practical effects of the sets, but when we apply the visual effects towards it, it looks amazing because I put $400 towards the movie, each of the volumes, Peter. Okay, Ivan, you're saying you want to mix it? Yes, Peter, I want to mix it. Okay, Ivan. So you don't want that Hobbit? You don't like my Hobbit look, Ivan? No, Peter, I don't like your Hobbit look, man. I don't like that Hobbit look. That's why I don't want digital film cameras, Peter. I don't want digital IMAX cameras, Peter. I want film. If you want to film in IMAX, yes, Peter. IMAX is like the best camera. Oh, yeah, I will film in IMAX. Ivan, Red Epic is good too. We filmed The Hobbit in Red Epic. I'm like, Peter, I don't want Red Epic. You know what I'm saying? Because for Lord of the Rings, for The Hobbit, they filmed it on Red Epic, I believe, 3D. But my movie, I'm not filming in 3D because my movies are not released in the theaters. Peter, can we have 4K resolution? Yeah, Ivan, we can have 4K resolution. Because I'm releasing it on 4K Blu-ray, so you want to have 4K resolution, obviously. Or you get the consistency with the technology, obviously. Yeah, we can film it on film IMAX 4K resolution, Ivan. We would have the visual effects add 4K resolution when they add the movie. Okay, but tell me that way he knows. You're releasing on 4K Blu-ray, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, 4K Blu-ray. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. Ivan, man, can I get a bigger chunk of that box? And I'm like, no, Peter. You get $700. You're not getting more money. Stop being greedy. That's not money. I'm just messing with you, man. I want to make a chunk of that. Yeah, he's greedy, Peter. He's greedy, Peter. Greedy Peter. He's a greedy animal. Yeah, he's greedy, Peter. Yeah. Greedy. He's greedy, Peter. Yeah. Yeah, that's why Xanus was the best one ever made, and it'll be the best fashion ever written. I wrote a masterpiece, guys. You guys will see what I mean when you read my book. You guys already, I guarantee you, most of you guys read some of my book, the beginning of the 3 volumes. Yeah, Ivan, you look like an amazing storyteller. Yes, my story's amazing. It's a masterpiece. When I told you I'm an amazing storyteller, I wasn't joking around. I'm very gifted. I'm an amazing storyteller. Yeah, tomorrow what I'll do is I'll show you what I wrote down for Their Unique. I wrote Their Unique when I was in college in class. I was on my computer. I was writing Their Unique. And the beginning of Their Unique is a fucking amazing. Yeah, I'm an amazing storyteller, man. But Their Unique, I didn't finish that. I only wrote a good maybe like 3 pages of Their Unique. A page and a half of Their Unique. I can show you what I wrote down for Their Unique tomorrow. You guys can read that if you want. Obviously, Their Unique. Obviously, what I wrote for Their Unique. Yeah. Ivan, you look like an amazing storyteller. Yeah, I'm amazing. Your book looks very good. Yeah, it's a masterpiece, man. It's better than Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and Lord of the Rings. And Way of Kings, man. That's why the gates won't control your battle, Ivan, because they know how good it is. It's a masterpiece. Yeah, man. And you're welcome, sweetie. You're welcome, BJ. Anyways, guys, here's what I talked for an hour and 40 minutes. That's good enough. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Stay tuned. I'll make another video tomorrow after my shift at Dinty's. This is Idmer. I'm signing out. Peace. I hope you guys enjoy this show, guys. Peace out. Don't hate them, son. Peace.